This is the Monday, December 28th meeting of the Board of Selectmen, and this meeting is being recorded. Is there anybody in the audience? Yes, the TNG is also recording this meeting. Can we rise and salute the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I understand there's no public comments for tonight, so we'll move right into the public hearings. This is a continuation of the hearing from our last meeting, and we have it scheduled for 7:05, but it was a continued hearing, and all the people are here, I believe. I don't know if there's anybody else coming. So, you know what, can we move something else up?
Yeah, I'll make a motion
Make sure,
to move up.
just in case anybody else comes.
Gift acceptance, Board of Selectmen, items 5D.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, motion been made and second to move up item 5D. Okay, and tonight we have from the Auburn Public Library, Patricia A. George in memory of Helen Prostak, $50 from the miscellaneous gift fund.
Motion to accept with gratitude.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, and then, oh, I didn't get that one, thank you. And to the Kathleen Sabina Animal Compound from Mary Howard for $25 in memory of Richard Howard.
Motion to accept with gratitude.
Second.
Motion been made and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Make a motion to move up Town Manager item 6A, request to declare surplus property.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, we have 6A, and I'm digging that up here now. Okay. We have a letter from Gene Collins at the library. It's an inventory of items in the library garage from December 2015. By the looks, there's quite a number of pieces here. Is anybody here from the library tonight? Okay. We've had a chance to look through them. It says, hi Sharon, I attached a list of surplus materials from the library cleanup that can now go to the Board of Selectmen. So they are here, and this is all surplus. What's the wish of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we declare the items surplus as outlined in a memo from Director Collins dated December 28th, 2015.
Second.
Okay. Is there any other questions or comments? Being none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to move up Board of Selectmen item 5C, annual renewals.
Okay.
Second.
Motion been made and second to move up item 5C. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. All right, so 5C, we have a list here. This is the second license list for 2016. This is hopefully the balance of the annual license renewals that we have, because we will not be having any other meetings before the end of the year. What's the wish of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the annual license renewal list as submitted, and that the licenses be subject to all of the applicable requirements of the state and town, and any of its departments, boards, and commissions have been fulfilled. Said license is subject to all conditions stated upon it. Failed to comply with any and all conditions shall invalidate the license and render it null and void, and with the conditions of the DCG to be placed on the license.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, the motion been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? One question, I guess, Sharon, do you know if there are any outstanding, or does this complete the list?
I think there may be a few outstanding, primarily some drain layers.
Okay.
And that's why we have another motion the board might consider if any come in before December 31st.
Okay. All right, we'll take the first one here. The motion's been made and seconded for the annual license renewals to accept the list we have in front of us. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Chairman, before I make a motion on that second item that Sharon just mentioned, Sharon, I don't know if you know this, would DCG have the opportunity to review them to be sure there are no outstanding issues? Because I certainly want DCG, I want to...
The DCG has reviewed all the renewals, even if they haven't formally submitted their applications.
Okay. Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve any additional license renewal applications that come in by December 31st, 2015, that have no outstanding issues. Let me get the language on the other. Provided that all applicable requirements of the state and town and any of its departments, boards, and commissions have been fulfilled, said license is subject to all the conditions stated upon it. Failure to comply with any and all the conditions shall invalidate the license and render it null and void, and with the conditions of the DCG that we just heard to be placed on the license.
Second.
Okay, motion been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. It is now 7:05. We will continue the hearing on the petition by National Grid for a pole location on Church Street. Is there members of National Grid here? And can you come forward, please? And just state your name for the record, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to reopen the hearing.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to reopen the hearing. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Javier Morales, National Grid. I was able to meet with the homeowners at the location.
Okay.
And we were able to come up with another plan that works better. It would require that existing pole that's on the sketch. Instead of placing a new pole and anchor across the street, which would end up directly in front of their house, we decided to just scrap that plan, and we would actually change the petition to relocate the pole approximately 7 feet up the road towards the hill. That particular pole has a 3-phase takeoff on it, which feeds a school at that location, which I believe is owned by the town. We'd recreate that same pole roughly 7 feet. We'd have to add a push brace to the back of the pole.
Okay.
The butt of it might end up on town property, I'm not sure. I have another department looking into that right now.
Okay, well, what we've got here in front of us is a sketch for the existing, what you had
I had asked them
for us before. In order for this to come back to us for an actual a vote of the board for agreeing to move that pole, we'd have to see a new sketch and have a new petition on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I had asked them to send along a sketch. They just haven't gotten to it yet, I guess, so.
Okay.
I just wanted to come by because I knew they were going to show up and
Yeah.
just to,
The sketch we have here is, well, let's see, I'll show you the sketch that we have, and you can tell us. Sharon, there hasn't been anything received, has there? Okay. This is the last sketch we've had. Yeah, it's the old one. Okay, good. All right. He's just confirmed that this is the older sketch, and that, so in order for that whole location to be changed, a new petition will have to be drawn, and a new sketch, and then bring back to the board here so that we can take a look at it and see where the pole location is going to be.
Okay, that's fine.
And is there any abutters here that would have any comments regarding that? Okay. So what we'll do then is we'll close this hearing tonight and wait for a new petition or a new sketch to come before us again. So we can close this hearing up tonight.
One more question.
Yes.
In the event that the pole butt does end up on town property, who could we approach about possibly getting an easement?
Okay. I'll refer that to our assistant town manager.
Okay.
We would probably have to have, once that drawing is complete, the town engineer review it and make a recommendation in terms of what would need to be done if it isn't on town-owned land.
Okay, that's fine.
Normally, an easement would have to require a vote of town meeting, permanent easement.
Sure.
But we'd have to see the plan in order to make that determination.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so you can come back and see us at some other point, but we'll close out this hearing tonight, and no action will be taken on this tonight.
That's fine, thank you.
Okay,
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Might the petitioner just withdraw the application for this one? So that we don't, once we close the hearing, we're going to have to take some form of action on it, either approve or deny. But if he withdraws the petition,
That's a good call.
Yeah, it's fine, we can withdraw it.
Okay. So, go ahead.
so he just said he would withdraw the
Okay.
petition.
Yeah,
So you
we'll-
witdraw the petition, and then we'll close the hearing, and then you can bring it back to us when you get ready after it's a new petition has been drafted and the
Yeah.
sketch has been made.
Right, it'll be a new sketch, but it'll have the same petition number on the bottom, if that's all right?
When
Work request
you come
number.
in for the petition, for the application, they'll take care of all that for you.
All right, great, thanks.
Okay. Is there anything else from the board?
Motion to close the hearing.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. And thank you. And thank you for coming in tonight. Okay. Now, in front of us, we have no communications. Under the Board of Selectmen general items, we have a one-day beer and wine license, the Auburn Youth and Family Services Dancing Under the Stars fundraising event 2016 at 444 Washington Street. Is there anybody here? Mrs. Kennedy. Would you explain a little bit about what you've got going on here with
Yes,
activities?
I'm Maureen Kennedy, and I'm representing Auburn Youth and Family Services, and we're having our 7th annual Dancing with the Stars on January 30th, and we're looking for a one-day beer and wine license.
Okay. Has the board got any questions, comments?
I do. Before I let you tell us about your event.
Sure.
I know in the past that we've had a crowd manager. Is Mr. Lynch still a
Yes, he is. He's
certified
still- yes.
crowd manager? So I think
He's still certified.
I would ask that we include that in the
The motion?
the motion that,
Okay.
you know, do we have the certified crowd manager on site? Because you do sell quite a few tickets.
We sell
so-
out, yes.
Okay. Okay, that wasn't discussed in the DCG review.
And, I mean, we've had it every, you know, I would say for at least the last 4 years, and, I mean, you had quite a good crowd. If the board members support it, I would just like to have it on the record that we
Certainly.
had
We'll get you the copy of it.
certified crowd manager,
Okay,
and they already have one in place.
all right. This has been an ongoing thing. It sounds like it's been pretty successful over the
Very
years.
successful.
And sometimes the videos are more fun than the
Fun, they-
event itself. I can see, I've seen them a couple of different times. It'd be a lot more fun if I was there, and I'm not going. Well, he's not participating anyway.
So, Mr. Chairman, before I make the motion, I'd like it if you would allow Ms. Kennedy to tell us a little bit about the event, and
Sure, I'll tell you about some of our dances this year.
Please.
We have Bill Sarkeesian, who owns a business here in town. And we have Mark Carlson, who's the assistant principal of the Auburn Middle School. We have Justin Brigham, and he's representing the Auburn Fire Department. We have Joe Cousin from the Department of Public Works. We have Carrie Cross from Life Care, and she's also president of the Auburn Chamber. We have Sarah Strozina, right from our building downstairs. She's assistant town clerk. We have Dave Ethia, he's a trainer at Everybody's Fitness. Eric Massey, who works for Midstate. Scott Wren, who's an attorney here in town. Eric Berg, a teacher at the high school. And we have Rafi Bartanian, who is, he's president of the PTO in town, and he's also treasurer of the Auburn Youth Football League.
Great. What's the wish of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the license, provided that all applicable requirements of the state and town, any of its departments, boards, and commissions have been fulfilled. Said license is subject to all the conditions stated upon it. Failure to comply with any and all the conditions shall invalidate the license and render it null and void, and with the conditions of the DCG, plus a certified crowd manager be placed on the license.
Okay,
And
motion.
this is for January 30th from 6 to 11 with a snow date of February 6, 2016.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Good luck.
Thank you. Can I just ask the board, would you waive the fee for us? You have in the past.
I will make a motion that we waive the fee for this event.
Thank you
Second.
so much.
Motion been made and seconded to waive the fee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank
Hope you all come.
Good luck. Okay. Okay, next we have an interview for an appointment to the Finance Committee for Precinct 1. The candidate, Kevin Kennedy, is here, and Mr. Hussey could not be able to make it tonight, so we will talk to Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, would you care to come up and sit down and join us up here instead of stand behind the podium? Be a little more comfortable. Okay. Now, we have only 3 members of the board tonight, and in order for, for this to go through, then we'd have to have 3 members of the board, and I just want to be sure that you are comfortable with that, with the process tonight for the interview.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. All right. First, we have, let's see, what's your interest in serving?
Well, I put in for the position of, on the Finance Committee. I recently had served on the elementary school reuse building committee and was put in the position of chair of that committee. So I got to learn a little bit about the boards and committees and how things work, and kind of got reinvigorated with the workings of the town, and met a lot of great people from behind the scenes, and it was a good experience. I really enjoyed the process, and knew I wanted to get more involved, and certainly there were some folks on that that board along with us, Mr. Hussey being on the board as well, and it seemed like it would be an interesting and challenging position to undertake.
Terrific. Well, it sounds like with that little bit of background that you've had a taste of how the operations go and the procedures and the processes. What else have you got behind you that you can probably bring to the board that would help out with the Finance Committee?
A lot of governmental experience. I've been both a municipal employee for the town of Oxford, and I'm currently an employee of the Commonwealth. I've been with them for 16 years. My previous assignment, I was assigned to the State Police Academy, and I was involved for 8 years there. I was involved heavily in the budgetary process for recruit classes, and as well as year-to-year operational costs.
Okay, great. Now, with you being part of the state police force, there are some requirements for time with meetings or what have you, especially now with the budget process coming on. Is there any problem with you meeting those, being able to attend those meetings?
No, my current assignment is in an administrative capacity, so it is a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 schedule. So it's and it's also a flexible schedule, so that I wouldn't be unlike a patrol assignment where I could be called out or different shifts. That's not the case with my current assignment, so my availability would be there for the board.
That's great. I'll turn it over to board members. Has anybody got any questions? Mrs. Goodrich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I really don't have a question. I just want to comment that I watched Mr. Kennedy as he served chair of the reuse committee, and I've known him in his professional career capacity, and I would absolutely, with great pleasure, support his appointment tonight.
Thank you. Mr. Carpenter, have you got anything?
I do not.
Okay. Have you got anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to say?
No, sir, just been a resident of the town for 43 years, very proud of the town, and got 4 children here, and my wife and I, and we're a part of this community, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting more involved.
Awesome. Terrific. What's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that the board appoint Mr. Kennedy to a term expiring June 30th, 2017.
Okay, the motion been made. Is there a second?
I'll second it with a question.
Okay, motion been made and seconded. Mrs. Goodrich, have you got a
Do
question?
we need to designate the precinct in the motion?
I believe we do, because it is for Precinct 1.
Well, I will amend it to say as the member from Precinct 1 with the term expiring on June 30th, 2017.
Thank you, Mr. Carpenter.
Okay. So the motion's been made, and there's a second?
Yes, there's a second.
Okay. And Sharon, have you got that? Okay. So the motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for coming forward. Congratulations.
By the way, it gets busy in January, February.
Thank you very, very much. Sure we haven't missed anything here. Okay, the next thing we have is under proclamations. We have no proclamations tonight. The town manager items requested to declare surplus property from the library is gone. There are no tabled items tonight. There were no Board of Selectmen member items tonight. Are there any public comments tonight? No public comments. At this point, what I'd like to say is Happy New Year to everybody. I wish them a great, prosperous new year. The town has been gone through many changes, and a lot of improvements been made, and we keep moving forward. And I'd like to thank this board, all the boards and commissions, the volunteers, our town employees, their supervisors, the department heads, and our administration, right through up to the town manager. Thank you all for all you've done this year. We've had a great year, and we look forward to 2016 being another great year. So on that note, Happy New Year, and thank you. We have tonight minutes in front of us from June 29th. Are there any questions, comments? If not, I'll accept them as presented. And on that note, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion that we adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you and good night.